Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off your hot and cold water supplies. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Whirlpool washer suspension rod kit. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new cups, bearings, and suspension rods. The suspension rod kit supports the tub and the washer. The main reason you'd be changing it out is if the springs have failed and the washer is going out of balance. In order to change the part, we have to go around to the back of the washer. Now that we're around back, we're going to take the fill hoses off. If yours aren't labeled, you want to make sure you label them so you don't mix them up when you put them back on. We're just going to take the pliers and break them free. Once you have them free, you can just turn it by hand. Now that we have the hoses off, we have to remove this smaller access panel. We're going to use a 1/4-inch nut driver to take out the screw. Then we can swing the panel back and pull it off the two tabs. Then we're going to use the 1/4-inch nut driver again to take out the screws that hold the top to the cabinet. There's just one on each side. Now we can go around front. We're going to tape the lid down so it doesn't pop open when we lift up the top. To lift up the top, we're just going to pull forward on a little bit, and then up, and then back a little bit, and then lift it up. Once you have it open, we're going to grab a lanyard and support it so it doesn't fall. Now we can take the suspension rods off. There's one in each corner. We're going to start with the back ones first. These are a little bit different. We're going to hook the rods themselves onto this little bracket right here. In order to get it off, we're just going to lift up on the rod so we can remove the ball, then lower it down and hook it onto the bracket. And then we can unsnap the bearing and pull it out. Now we're going to do the other back one. Just lift up on it, turn the ball and pull it off. Then drop it down and hook it on the bracket. And unsnap the bearing. For the front ones, we're just going to reach in and lift them up so we can take off the ball and the bearing the same way. And you don't have to worry about hooking it on the frame. You can just let it go. Now that we have all the rods out, we're going to put the top back down. So we're just going to take the lanyard out and lower it down so it snaps into place. Just going to set it down and pull it forward, and then push it back. Once you have the top down, we're going to come around back and use the 1/4-inch nut driver to put in the screws that hold the top to the cabinet so it doesn't come loose when we lay it on its back. Now that we have the top secure, we can lay the washer down. All you have to do is carefully lean the washer back and lay it on its back. Once you have the machine laid down, you can see that the suspension rods will just fall out. If yours already did, just pick them up and pull them out. The front one should come out no problem, but the back ones we're going to have to reach in and pull out. To take the rear ones out, we're just going to push up on the spring and turn it so the rod up there comes off the bracket. Once you have it off, you can slowly pull it out and off the washer. The other side comes out the same way. Here's the old suspension rod kit next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at appliancepartspros.com. To put the new suspension rods in, we're going to do the rear ones first and just feed them up into the opening in the tub. Then you want to push it up all the way, and then you want to compress it a little bit and hook the top of the rod onto the bracket. To put the front suspension rods in, you want to make sure you push it up far enough so this little flange here goes above the opening in the tub and kind of holds it in place while you put the washer back up on its feet. Now that we have the new suspension rods in place, we can put the washer back up on its feet. All you have to do is carefully lift the washer up and set it on its feet. Then we can go around back and use the 1/4 inch nut driver to take out the screws that hold the top on. Now that we have the screws out, we're going to lift the top up. Just want to pull out on it, lift up, and push in a little bit, and then lift up. Then we're going to lift it up and support it with the lanyard. The suspension rods all go back on the same way. We're just going to snap in the bearing and then grab the suspension rod and lift it up. And you want to feed it through the bearing so we can put the ball on, which you just have to kind of slip over the rod and snap it on. You want to make sure you turn it 90 degrees and lock it in. Then you can drop it down. The other three go in the same way. Once you have them all in, we're going to take the lanyard out and lower the top back down. You just want to set it down, then pull it forward, and then push it back to lock it in. Now that we have the top down, we're going to take the tape off. Once you have it off, we can go around back and use the 1/4 inch nut driver to put in the screws that hold the top on. Now we can put the smaller panel on. Just have to put these two tabs into the openings and flip it over. Use the 1/4 inch nut driver to put in the screw. Once you have that on, we can put the hoses back on. To put the hoses on, all you have to do is start threading them onto the water inlet valve. You want to make sure you have the hot on the hot and the cold on the cold. And make sure you don't cross thread it. Just thread them on hand tight right now. Once you have them hand tight, we can grab the pliers and tighten them down so we don't get any leaks. Now that you have the washer put back together, you can plug it in, turn the water back on, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.